MLBB just comes online in the mid-game, and we get a repeat of Game 1 all over again, which is something I don't think we want to witness. So hopefully, these teams have figured out a way to do things a little bit more different, a little more creatively, now that they are in the big leagues.
All right, let's see how this is going to play out, right? Because again, that early game lead is so important for DXS, and there's so many different ways that they can do this, right? Initially, they've already gotten the flicker out of diff, which is what you expect to see, especially since Rasi wants to be right up in your face at level 1.
Yeah. Ooh, OB did actually put Badang in the EXP lane. That means they actually have roam and EXP lane priority, and we can already see DXS making use of that. Rasi's presence alone, forcing very defensive positioning from Ocean Black.
You ever seen this guy just proxy the wave in between the tier 2 and 3 just now? Basically making sure that he unlocks himself from the lane, now gets to move around. Try and see if he can get something done on the other side of the map alongside Rasi. Kimi getting the smaller beetle also means just slight a XP injection. It's gonna hit 4 first.
Yep. I mean, came in. I mean, he took his buff. He took his buffs, ran over to the opposite side because he's got the man-to-man defense with the help of Rasi. They can't really deal with Rasi this early on into the game.
Definitely on Super Susu, Siska would take some punishment, but again, frees himself from the lane early means that you always get to move first.
It's literally negative damage. Unless you're killing him, it's negative damage.
In fact, DXL feels so confident about it. They've not even taken any Revitalize on heroes that would normally take Revitalize. It is all Flicker on DXS.
Oh, I mean, they got to make something happen, right? They have to make something happen. If they took Revitalize on the traditional heroes who take Revitalize, I think that it's not enough. You need to be able to start finishing off kills, whether it be Siska finding the lead, whether it be Rasi finding the lead. Both of them, with a couple of kills under the belt, can actually do a good amount of work as long as it's 8 minutes.
I gotta play that fast game, right? Siska forcing Jun away from the turtle, so look, that's Revitalize popped by Super Susu just to keep Jun alive. Ripple will come in to try to help. Turtle will be secured by DXO. They trap Siska, but he is not going down anytime soon. And you have stolen around all this juice in, making life hard for Super Susu as Kimin casually steals the purple buff away. This fight basically is done. Both teams disengage.
That moment when your teammate traps an opponent behind their wall and then you just get pulled over it by someone else.
Yeah.
That's gotta be annoying for Super Susu.
It's pretty funny to see. Doesn't happen as often as we would like it to be because most teams wouldn't let these heroes get through in the first place, but fun to watch regardless. I'm surprised they came and didn't bother just like, just RNG and pop your ult, Try something there.
Mm-hmm. So far though, DXL making the most out of their early game composition. Already a 1k gold lead at this point. You can see they're basically not allowing Ocean Black to roam anywhere on the map, in fact. What surprises me a little bit is the fact that they're not putting just a little bit of attention on the gold lane, because then SkyZ could really start snowballing too.
It didn't make life for Masako hard enough, right? He shoved the wave in, now he's gonna get a double wave as he heads down mid. Meanwhile, this guy is just making sure that Ripple doesn't get to leave the lane before he does.
Yep, that's exactly what he should be doing. And if the jungler happens to show himself up there, just keep on fighting, right? It's just, you cannot sustain every... Oh, they're setting up for a dive here.
Yeah, Ripple knows.
Ripple's out of there.
Yeah.
You gotta get out of there, Ripple.
You gotta accept that you're gonna lose a little bit of gold shield here. It's not worth it dying at this stage. Especially with Turtle coming up soon, you gotta be able to return to lane to set up that wave.
Really want to defend this purple buff. Last one got stolen by Kimin, who is 3 levels ahead of Jun. I just noticed that.
Yup. Brother man, he's been jacking his farm.
Ow. Wow, the RNG.
So unlucky. So unlucky. See, that's what I was hoping to happen prior to that, but it's like, no. Let me try it one more time. Let me try it one more time. Let me get just like another point in my ult first, and then I'll do it.
If you gamble enough, eventually you'll hit the jackpot.
Well, that guy just hit a jackpot on his first roll. And high roll that one.
He did high roll it, but they do give up position over the turtle, which I'm surprised they didn't get on straight away.
Well, this guy is holding on for longer than he should. That is a game for Rasi from a mile away. Turtle still going over to Jun, but we stole in the middle of all of them. They are all going to fall. Super Susu is going to be next on the chopping block. Double kill for Storm.
Yep, and all this was happening. Look at the top side. Masako is now in trouble.
And he's going to get jumped on. Shadow kill. The flicker was not going to save him.
That's not gambling. That's a guaranteed pity right there.
Oh my.
And it is very unfortunate for Masako. DX Soul, 3k gold lead in 5 minutes. things are not looking good.
Casual 3v3 win, casual solo kill in the mid lane, another casual solo kill up by the gold lane here. Things are going well in the books of DXS right now. Look at that. This guy said he's even bothering to wait and slow down this T1 take. As soon as Carrie shows herself, that will be perfect. He'll take his time. Look at how much gold he's denied. Come on, but
The car's gonna die.
Oh, I think he caught it. I think he caught it.
Yeah, I think he
Carrie
caught
walked
it.
up.
It's a bit hard to say. Sometimes that AoE is kind of tight in order to get the gold and EXP. Either way, though, it doesn't make much of a difference. Keeman, level 10 on the Hayabusa. We talked about how DXS needed to get a snowball on this hero. They're doing exactly that, and it's a big one as well.
And Rasi did have to use the Raging Sandstorm just to get out. But every kill that they can avoid giving to Ocean Black is a great advantage. And now Ripple is going to be the punching bag for quite a while. Even Jun is having a pretty rough time. Orange buff coming back up in a little bit, but DXS essentially 4 members on the top side.
Yep, and they know the only buff that's up for Ocean Black is going to be that orange buff on the top side of the map. I mean, technically they can still push out the T2 down bot, but really, do you care? Not so much until the timer runs out, so you can get that protection of the T2s away.
Malefic Roar just completed by Keeman, so now even the tankier members of OB are not safe from this Hayabusa. And the rest of the DXS just continue getting richer as well. They have fully committed to this gameplay style, and it's working very, very well. Another turtle going to DXS.
And Keeman very efficient with how he uses his abilities as well. Super Susu has the AOG out of there. So that's 2 turtles for DXS. All things considered, Ocean Black have been able to slow things down a little bit, but now they gotta find a way back into the game.
More so, the question is tempo, right? Because if you're in DXS's position, you most likely want to put yourself in places where you actually interact with Ocean Black. But based on what we've seen so far, they actually kind of let the tempo slow down a bit for God knows what reason. And Ocean Black has some pretty good defensive protocols, right? They're using the Gato Kacha the correct way, sending him out first, clearing up these bushes. Worst comes to worst, AOG out of there. And it allows them to actually get their carry in a position where she can actually interact with waves.
Wow, they did lose the bottom holy defense 7.5 minutes in.
Don't worry, I didn't need it anyways.
Didn't need it anyway.
And they'll lose purple. I'm pretty sure he needs that.
Yep. I mean, Ocean Black, it's emergency protocol. They want Masako in a better position. They need him to have that Trinity built now rather than later. And I think that might just be costing them a little too much. Oh my God.
That's a big difference right there.
The jungle gold diff.
That's a lot of cash. That's a lot of cash.
Nearly a 2K difference between the gold laners and nearly double the farm on Keeman compared to Jun. This Suyo has not been allowed to play the game. And now DXS is basically indirectly answering why we asked why they didn't pick the hero.
Hey, look, it's an economic collapse for Ocean Black.
Yeah, they're getting some pretty high tariffs in the jungle.
Yeah, they're like every single time, walk in, get a buff, guess what? A couple of structures go down. It's like, man, these taxes ain't going down anytime soon. And came in has been like free far. He's been barely interacting with the map at all.
Yeah, he is taking side lane.
He's like, my GPM. That's what I'm looking for. My highest GPM. That's what I'm going for.
Jungler's getting side lane farm. What a feast he's having.
Oh.
And now he's just casually walking up to Lord.
Ooh, okay, we're gonna hop into a pause.
So
we do have a new one.
Wow, it's a 9K goal lead now. So
Whoa,
what happened? They called a pause and they're like, I want to check why my jungler is 3K behind the enemy Hayabusa.
And then inflation happened.
Inflation.
That was way too ambitious, and Rasi finds the back again. Crimson Beacon from Stolen, Rasi will get out, and they will punish Ripple.
That is a very big ouchie right there. That's an ouchie wouchie.
Why do you think that would hit? He saw him do the shadow. How did he think that was going to hit? That he was going to be faster than the move? He didn't even have to go to the next shadow if necessary. He would have been fine.
I thought he had the aura.
Oh boy.
Man, I don't think Ocean Black would have been in position to follow up regardless.
Yeah, pretty desperate play coming in for Ripple there. Luckily no punish, but let's see now.
They eat up the RWM, and Lord goes down. Well, luckily it's 10 minutes in. They still defend their inhibitors, but 10k gold lead for DXO with a draft that goes fast. Ocean Black need so much more time to even get back to even.
I mean, it's gonna take quite some time. It's 34k to 23k right now. A 10k gold differential, especially at this stage of the game, like, man, it's pretty doomed for Ocean Black unless DXO make like a significant mistake.
Yeah, normally it is the 1k gold difference per minute mark where you know you're in a very bad spot. And that's exactly what's happening here, right? 10k gold lead, 10 minutes in, 5 kills to 0. And really not much has happened, but even so, just look at the item difference.
This is depressing.
It's a little depressing.
Your carry is 3k behind too.
Yeah.
Hasn't got the Holy Trinity. Anti-Cuirass for Super Susu finally. He was working with scraps. Dire hit, we saw that on Div. I think got it like a couple minutes ago.
Oh, my goodness.
Look at that. It's just Rossi walking up, dude.
Dude.
The fear in their hearts, in their souls, their legs turn to jelly the moment DXO even shows themselves on the map.
Bro, Rossi's horror farming at this point.
Is there something? Can he get something?
Nope.
Nope.
And now they get run down.
They force the ult out. Jun is gonna run Super Susu. Guess out with AOG 2.
Nicely done. Nicely done. See, again, Ocean Black has the correct protocols. The problem is they can't really read the situation. They always think that it's like to the extreme.
Yeah, and the goal just keeps going up. Dude, DXO is not stopping. They are farming the entire map. Ocean Black actually gets a buff for once. Unfortunately, it went to Super Susu, literally the last person who needs to have it. And even then, that's kind of a plus. I don't really see a way for them back into this. DXO can get another Lord. They'll slowly clear up all the inhibitors. The only way that Ocean Black claws their way back into this game is if DXO makes a massive mistake in the base push and OB gets like multiple shutdowns.
I mean, OB could have the best combo and not have enough damage because of how far behind they are. Living on borrowed time for sure. Rossi has been getting some sick engages this game.
He has been. No, this is the perfect position for him to be in. He's come from previously when he was in MPL Indonesia, he came from a team where aura farming was kind of the whole point, right? You get a lead and you kind of like get in somebody's face and be like, you want to go through this, bro? You just stand there. Just stand there. Put fear in their hearts.
Stand there menacingly.
Yeah.
And if it works, you're doing a good job.
Exactly. And I think he's getting away with it so a little too often, to be fair. And it's not like Ocean Black isn't, well, it's not like Ocean Black is kind of like allowing him to do it for free. They just understand that as soon as he finds an engage and catches one person, it's basically done for unless it's Super Susu.
Okay, here it comes. Final push. All waves synced up. Mid wave will be dealt with first, but Rossi, he's concealed, looking for an opportunity. Won't find it for now, but DXO has plenty of time to work with. Bot inhibitor, the first to go down.
I'm liking the discipline from DXO, not full committing. I really thought Rossi was gonna Raging Sandstorm in there when they were all stacked up. But it's very wise of him not to try and force that situation. Better to take it slow, slowly take out all the inhibs.
Well, Ripple got brought back and Rossi instantly finds the backline. Super Susu will try to split the backline himself, but in the end, DXO have broken all inhibitors. Ripple again, the flicker, not really in the place that he wants to be. They did get Rossi, but at the end, SkyZ is still a threat. Ripple now will go down. Double kill for SkyZ with the execution. Stoem keeping everyone from Ocean Black back, and that is the entire base in ruins.
They decided to go for 3 inhibitors this time round. Does SkyZ have enough shots from his Death Sonata? Looks like he's going to build up to at least 1.
Oh, and they execute Jun right where he stands. DXO. The opening match, a triple kill for SkyZ to end it all and a wipeout. DXO takes this 2-1.